It was a foggy evening when Alex, a 17-year-old student, was walking home through a quiet forest trail. The leaves rustled gently in the breeze, and his footsteps echoed softly on the damp ground. Suddenly, crack! A twig snapped behind him. Alex froze. His heart began to pound rapidly as if trying to escape from his chest. His breath quickened and his eyes darted around, searching the shadows. He couldn't see anything clearly, but every sense in his body had switched on. He wasn't thinking, he was reacting. Deep inside his brain, something incredible was happening. A tiny almond-shaped part called the amygdala had just sounded an alarm. It doesn't wait for proof, it reacts to threat signals instantly. Whether it's a lion or just the wind, the amygdala acts first, asks questions later. Within a fraction of a second, it sent a message to the hypothalamus, the brain's command center. That, in turn, activated his autonomic nervous system, launching what scientists call the fight or flight response. Adrenaline rushed through Alex's body. His pupils dilated to let in more light. Blood flowed to his muscles, making him ready to either run fast or fight hard. All this before Alex even had time to think. What was that sound? Then, from the darkness, two glowing eyes appeared. Alex's breath caught, the eyes moved closer, and out stepped a small black cat. It meowed softly, walked past him and disappeared into the trees. He let out a long breath. His body relaxed a little, but not completely. Why? Because another chemical, cortisol, was still in his system, keeping him alert just in case there was more danger nearby. Alex smiled to himself, a little embarrassed. Alex, VO, it was just a cat, and continued walking. Later that night, safe in his room, Alex put on a horror movie. The lights were off, and the room was silent except for the creepy soundtrack from his laptop. Suddenly a ghost appeared on screen with a loud scream, and Alex jumped again. Why? There was no real danger this time, but his amygdala doesn't know the difference between real and imagined threats. Even though his prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of the brain, understood that it was just a movie, the emotional brain still reacted. It was doing its job, preparing to protect him. You see, the brain evolved in a time when reacting quickly could mean the difference between life and death. Better to be scared of a stick that looks like a snake than to ignore a real snake by mistake. But fear isn't always helpful. Alex knew a girl at school, Sarah, who was terrified of elevators. Just the thought of stepping into one made her sweat and shake. There was no real danger, but her brain sent fear signals anyway. That's when fear becomes a problem, when it doesn't match the situation. The good news is the brain can be trained. People like Sarah can get help through therapy, exposure, and breathing exercises to calm the fear system down. Alex too started learning how to manage fear. When he felt nervous before exams or walking alone at night, he practiced deep breathing and reminded himself, "My brain is just being careful. It's not always right, but it means well." He even began to enjoy the thrill of scary movies, now that he knew what was going on inside him. Fear, he realized, wasn't his enemy. It was his body's ancient warning system. A bit overprotective sometimes, but designed to keep him safe. So the next time you feel afraid, remember Alex. Behind that pounding heart and sweaty palm is a brilliant automatic system working hard to protect you. That's the science of fear. And if you enjoyed Alex's story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We've got more fascinating science stories coming just for you.